Hi, this is Mark Parham for the Cat Builder Talk radio show. Real talk with real people talking about real issues facing small business today. This webinar is on financing your business. How do you get your business funded? The topic we're going to cover: sources of funding. Where can you get the money you need? Determining how much money you really do need. What types of financing are available out there for you? What is your credit and how does it relate to the loan? Collateral. Management experience of your team. The important documents that you must understand before applying for any type of financing, and questions that the lender will ask. Now, the sources of funding that we're going to talk about tonight that you possibly can use are private and angel investors, banks, generally 50 to 250,000, the SBA, which actually supports a bank loan. A lot of people feel that the SBA actually loans money. The SBA actually supports a bank lending you money. Venture capital, microlenders, which are small nonprofits that are set up to help you get your business started. They start lending anywhere from $500 to $50,000, and your family and friends. Now, the most important thing that you need to understand is determining your financial needs. Do you need more capital, or can you manage existing cash flow more effectively? How do you define your need? Do you need money to expand, or something that's getting ready to happen? Do you have a risk that's coming up? And how urgent is it? I want to tell you that if you wait till the time you need the money, that's the worst time to go get it. You can obtain the best terms when you anticipate your needs. Also, determining your financial need. How great are your risks? All businesses carry risks, and the degree of risk will affect the cost and availability of financing. What state of development is your business in? Are you just starting out? Are you bridge capital? Maybe you got a big contract, you just need some help. And for what purposes will the capital be used? This is the most understated statement. A lot of times people feel they just need money. They need to write down exactly what they need that money for. Also, what's the state of your industry? Is it depressed, or is it stable? Is it growth? Is it, you need to know. The lender's going to know they're making a good investment. Is your business seasonal? Sometimes you have short-term needs. Sometimes you have long-term needs. How is the cycle of your business? And this is a very important question. How strong is your management team? They want to know that if they give you the money that you're requesting, that you have the team in place. And that team doesn't always have to be employees. They can be consultants, business coaches, accountants, CPAs, people that are around you that are helping your business grow. And how does your financing mesh with your business plan? A lot of times people say, I don't need a business plan. I can just get out there and do it. This is why you need to have a plan. They want to know you have a plan on what you're going to do with this funding. The two types of funding: the basic equity financing and debt financing. Equity financing is where you sell stock or ownership in your business. That's the financing you see on Shark Tank when they say, hey, we're going to give you $250,000 for 40% of your business. It's represented by owning shares of stock or having the right to convert other financial instruments into stock. Basically, they want to own part of the business to ensure that their money is being spent properly. It also allows a business to obtain funds without getting debt. That's the most important thing about equity financing. You get money without having to pay it immediately back. A lot of venture capitalists or angel investors, usually it's 60 months. Now, debt financing means you're actually borrowing money from someone that you got to repay over a period of time, usually with interest. It can be short-term, long-term, but the full payment is due when it's due. Now, sometimes you get it less than a year, or long-term over a period of years. But the owner or the lender does not gain ownership in the business, okay? They just want their money back with interest. But the thing is, you usually, for debt financing, you have to put some of your own money in. You hear the term skin in the game. It depends on the type of loan and the purpose. But most of the time, they want you to put in 20 to 40% of the total request. So if you're asking for $100,000, they're going to want you to put in 20%, which is $20,000 of your own money into the business's equity. The ability to repay is the biggest thing that they look at. They want to know that you can repay the funds you receive from the lender justified in your loan package. They want to see two sources: cash flow from the business, as well as a secondary source, such as collateral. The lender's going to look at your financial statements. That's what's the most important thing about a bank. They really want to see your tax returns. Okay, they want to see how you've been making money. Do you have a track record for making money? Your credit history is a big deal. They're going to look at your personal and the business credit. They're going to look at the personal credit of anyone that owns more than 20% of the business. So make sure that if you have business partners and you're taking on business partners, if they're going to be partners, they're going to need to have good credit if you're going to want to get a loan. So before you even start the process of preparing a loan request, you want to make sure your credit and the credit of your business partners is good. Equity investing, a lot of times people think they can go get all the money they need for a startup. That's not going to happen. All right. Financial institutions want to see a certain amount of equity in a business, so they're going to want you to get some equity. But you're very rare you're going to be able to get enough to start it all. Collateral, when a financial institution gives you a loan, they want to make sure it's going to get its money back, so it's going to ask you for some type of collateral. It could be your equity in your home, it could be CDs, it could be your 401k, something that they need to know that if you cannot pay the money back, they have some recourse. Just about every loan program requires some kind of collateral. And I want you to understand that the collateral is not based on the market value. It's discounted to take into account the actual value if they had to liquidate it. It may be pennies on the dollar, but it's not going to be the actual market value. The management experience of your team is critical. They're going to know who the people are, if they finance this, that are going to lead this business to success. So they're going to be looking closely at your education experience and at that of your key managers. Now, the financial documents that you're going to have to understand, and this is something we can help you with: the balance sheet, income statement, your loan application, use of funds statement. That's a very big document, a very important document, I should say, that they're going to know exactly what you plan on using the money for. And collateral information, what kind of collateral you're putting up. And they usually have a document that tells you exactly what you're going to need to turn into them. And your debt schedule. What is your debt like? The other document I don't have on there is generally a pro forma or projections. What do your next few years look like? So these are some of the questions a lender is going to ask you. Can the business repay the loan? Can you pay the loan if the business fails? How well do you collect your bills, and how do you pay your bills? Do you control your expenses? Do you have a profitable operating history? Do you match your sources and uses of funds? Meaning, are you doing the right things with your money? Are your sales growing? Now, just because your sales are growing, that always means your profit is growing. Is your profit growing as well? And do you have any discretionary cash flow? And what is the future of the industry that you're in? Who is your competition, and what are their strengths and weaknesses? This goes back into your business plan, because a lot of that will be covered there. Now, the steps that we want you to follow to get your business financed: write a plan. We can help you with that. Go to capbuildernetwork.com. Figure out exactly what your funding needs are going to be. But I want you to research all your available options, not just the bank, not just micro lenders. Look at everything you can look at. Sometimes you have to put together different sources of funding to accomplish your goals. Set up an initial meeting to discuss. You don't want to go into the bank the first time applying for the loan. You want to meet with the bank to see if they even give loans in the area of type of business. You find a lot of banks have sweet spots. A lot of investors have sweet spots, businesses that they understand a little bit better. You're going to want to check that out. Then you're going to complete the loan application process. So, summary: know what you want the money for. Make sure you can pay it back. Get the right type of money for your business, and have the right documents. I have a lot of samples of some of the documents you're going to need on my site when you go to capbuildernetwork.com. There's somewhere you can click on getting your business funded. It's usually under business development. And I'll have documents there that you can look at and review to see what it's like, or what they're going to look like when it's time to apply for a loan. And I'm going to say the final thing: you got to have a plan. So you've been listening to Mark Parham, Cap Builder Talk radio show, live on the Cap Builder Network. I look forward to our next encounter.